What's going on, guys? I'm Simon C here with another video for you guys. If you guys haven't had a chance, head on over to Twitch and Twitter. It's Simon C Gaming, where you guys can check me out streaming. Usually Fortnite, Apex, Hyperscape, whatever in the hell I feel like doing. Make sure you guys give us a like and subscribe here on the video below, as today we're going to be talking about a lot of crazy things that are getting ready to happen with YouTube. And I'm going to take these off because I've got a glare coming, because it is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It is a very long day for me. So I hope everyone's going to get going. But let's get right into it, guys. Let's see where we at. Whoop, wrong one. Whoopsie. One of these days I'll get all this right, I'm telling you. Now what we're talking about is over at The Verge. YouTube is getting ready to really screw things up again. What am I talking about, guys? If you guys remember in the past, YouTube has set out these automated bots, software type deals, to where if you have videos, music, something that may be even within the realm of copyright protection or fair usage, I should say, these guys would flag it. I've witnessed it. I know a lot of other YouTubers have had this same issue, and it's really just caused an entire different type of just chaos. Because then you got to go through, you got to fight all this, and a lot of the times since all this quarantining happened, especially where these guys are based out of California, they've not been at full staff. So what's happened is they've relied on these bots, so to speak. And if you don't know what a bot is, it's basically just a program that is trained to pick up on certain things that you tell it to. Like if you're using a calculator on your phone, that's a bot. You tell it to do something, it does it automatically. So let's take a look at here what's going on. YouTube is about to age restrict even more videos. Here about earlier this year, they set out this big campaign to age restrict videos to protect kids, which I am 100% with. I am 100% on protecting. I'm a father. You know, you guys can check out the D2E Kids, Bam Bam, and Cookie Bee here on the YouTube channel with their videos that they've been doing. But if you notice, I don't ever use their faces. I try to help protect them as much as I can as a parent. At the same time, I understand what YouTube was trying to do. But what it's also done in the long run has screwed over a lot of content creators, because now the revenue, even if our videos were majority as for kids, such as, like gameplay videos, how is that going to happen? Live streams, just like Nerf, just fun channels, there's a bunch of them out there, and I'm not going to drop names because I don't want to, have DCMI takedowns and stuff, but my kids watch a lot of them. So, I mean, how are they going to age restrict this? Because if you didn't do it, YouTube was going to do it for you. Even if they didn't seem that it was, even if it wasn't really prefers kids only. But let's get back to what we're talking about here. YouTube rolling out more artificial intelligence power technology to choose and catch which videos that maybe required age restriction. Which basically they're saying now more viewers are going to be having to sign into the accounts before watching. I am okay with this to an extent, because most people, if you have your smartphone with you, or your tablet or something like that, if you're on the computer, you're signed into your Google, you're signed into your YouTube. So they know this is who it is. If your kids get on there, you kind of, keep an eye on what they're doing, of course, as always. Watch what your kids are doing online. But if you have stuff like we do in the home, smart TVs, stuff like that, you're not necessarily signed in to your device. And pardon me. And I mean, for a little bit, I understand. I don't want my kids accidentally scrolling over some videos or some live streamers that like to use colorful words. Mind you, I do. I'm not going to lie. If you head over to Twitch at twitchtv.simonsgaming, you're going to catch me playing some games, and I might get a little colorful in my words. but I wouldn't want kids my children's age to come across that. So I kind of have to be careful on what I do. At the same time, I understand if somebody is dropping, what's the restriction going to be? How many, what are they going to deem age restriction with this AI bot? Because we've already seen that these things, bots can go way to the extreme, and then it's going to be kind of hard to rein it in. Or is it, what way are they going to do? Are they going to go all the way to the extreme on one end and then try to rein it back? Is a lot easier than going, okay, here's the thing. Oh, wait, no, now this is a little too much. And then having to press forward and extend the what's good, what's bad scenario. This is going to be a very bad thing in the long run, I think. And it says, it's going to be choose to automatically flag YouTube videos deemed not age appropriate. As a result, YouTube is expecting to see more of these videos pop up with age gated restrictions. What are they going to use? If they are going, when they started this a couple years ago in 2017, what is age appropriate, what's not? If you notice on our channel, there are a couple videos that I have personally made that I have literally went in and restricted to over the age of 18 because of either language or content that may be a little too graphic because of pro wrestling with some kids, and I don't want to traumatize your children with that kind of, craziness. And what's going to be happening as well is what's going to be kind of the biggest question facing YouTube Partner Program who choose to able to monetize their video. These moderation measures have been in effect on their money-making potential. Because once again, if you're restricted to age, they don't add ads and stuff, so you don't get ad revenue. So how are people going to be like? There's a lot of people that are their target is kids to make children-friendly videos for kids to enjoy on YouTube and on this internet, that has all sorts of craziness. How are these people going to be able to make money doing what they're trying to do to create a safe space, so to speak, on the YouTube platform and, in this creator community? I mean, it's really, you guys can read, and I'm going to try to leave a link in the description. You can head over to theverge.com and you can read this article in itself. It's going to be crazy because what the FCC actually did a while back is, anyone under the age of 13 has the privacy protections because under a YouTube policy, I think you have to be 13 or 14 to even have a YouTube account. Even then, under the age of 18, they don't need to be sharing the kids' information. Stuff like that because there's been a lot of predatory crap going on here, and we're not even going to go into that. That's a whole other video. But what is going to happen to content creators? What's going to happen to game creators? That is my biggest concern. What is going to happen to these content creators that when we go to make a video, it is just going to go completely haywire? And what's going to happen? That's going to be, I think this is going to cause a lot more problems in the long run because the technology will result in more videos being age restricted. Policy took this opportunity to revisit their new line of age restriction. They're drawing the line in the sand. Okay? And YouTube is going to stick behind it. We've seen a lot of crazy things like over on Twitch. You have the whole alinity thing, throwing a cat, animal abuse, popping a pepperoni just to get a weekend banned. If you don't know what that means, you don't need to know. But, Twitch is literally just banning people and suspending people left and right without a legitimate, I don't want to say a legitimate reason because as a private platform, they could do whatever the hell they want. I understand that. They can walk in today and go, we don't like the way that, your printer's over here in the background. You're suspended. That's a little crazy. I don't think that's going to happen. But at the same time, you have to look at it as what are they, because if you don't, comply with this, you could get community strikes and guideline strikes and 3 of those. And guess what? No more YouTube ever. It's not a okay, three strikes, we'll see you in a year. No, three strikes, get out, you're done. We don't ever you're not allowed back on the platform. Um it's just some people, can't. The reason they're doing this because they can't verify, if you have your ID. When you go buy tobacco, you gotta have an ID, shit like that. They can't verify that, so they're trying to make you sign in every single time. It's just, uh, it's gonna be, it's gonna be a crazy situation. I really do think because in the long run, YouTube is a platform where everybody is on it. Okay. If you notice on Twitch, it's mostly 17 to up. On Twitch, on Twitter, 17, 16, 17 and up. Basically, once you get your driver's license, you get a Twitch or Twitter, and you're tweeting like crazy, using your thumbs and all that good shit. Which I'm still trying to figure out how to do a lot of that. But Facebook community, it's some minors and a lot of adults, but it's again the gambit is all the cross. YouTube is all over the board. There is content directly toward kids. And if you've never seen one of these, videos that are age restricted, you can't have comments, the likes and stuff. They don't generate revenue because they don't have ads on it. How is that going to create content creators like myself, like the D2E kids, when they're doing their videos, they're not going to be able to ever make money on it because where they are the ones in the video, it's automatically going to age restricted, which means as a content creator, this is going to be disastrous. My thoughts at the end is, like I said, I think this is going to be bad. I mean, I understand what YouTube is trying to do. At the same time, it is hurting its creators, which basically built this thing. I remember being on there in 2005, 2006, back in the day on a site. I mean, on a page on here on YouTube. And I mean, I made affiliate, I think is what it was back then. It was either affiliate or something to where I was able, because back then you could only own like 10-minute videos. That tells you how long it's been. This stuff's been around. I earned my way up to getting to where I can post 30-minute, 40-minute vlogs if I wanted to. Never did, because all I ever did it for was promoting shows. But it showed you how easy, how much this stuff has, evolved throughout the days. But those are just my opinion, guys. I want to know what you guys think. I know I've done a lot of rambling on this. This is literally going to be a crazy situation when it comes to YouTube. What are we going to do as far as creators when it comes to this? Because if I try to do a live stream on here, is it going to get age restricted? I mean, first of all, I have to have another program because I'm not going to pay Streamlabs money to stream just directly on YouTube. That was a little odd, but I mean, like I'm over on, Twitch. If I stream, I don't have to really worry about who's going to be on my stream, but also at the same time, I know I have to watch my words a little bit and don't do anything super crazy. But that is my biggest concern is what is this going to happen to content creators on the platform? The commentary community is almost completely been wiped out because anytime you say something sideways about somebody in criticism, constructive criticism, like if someone was to say, "Oh, Simon, you need to fix your eyebrows. They look weird. Your beard's a little out of whack today. Your dog leash in the back hanging back there so you could take your pit bull for a walk. I don't like the way that looks back there." That's considered harassment here on the page, on the platform now. That's crazy. And this is just going to make it even worse. They are literally fencing in the creative ability of content creators on this platform. Wake up, people. You cannot say, here is your tiny little box that you're allowed to be creative in. You cannot think outside the box. You can't say anything that's a little too blue for today's world. But in the long run, like I said, as far as how they're doing this, I think the idea of, age restricting videos in itself is a good thing, because like there are a lot of things I don't want my kids to see. There are certain YouTube streamers who came from other platforms when the skies are red that I won't let my kids watch, but I watch him because he's a damn good player. He's a damn good gamer. He's a damn good entertainer. But I wouldn't let my kids watch him just because he gets a little too colorful. And I mean, that's okay. I'm not knocking him for what he does. You know, and I never would knock a content creator if they choose to be colorful, but I wouldn't let my kids see it. That's why on their on their devices, if they have them, I do have age restrictions on their stuff. But on the TVs and stuff, I don't. So I've ran into a couple videos that have this, and it's like, okay, can't watch it. If it's saying you can't watch it, you're not going to watch it. You know? But at the end of the day, guys, those are just my thoughts, my opinions, my little rant for the day. Sorry. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think on how this is going to affect you, either as a content creator, as a content consumer. How is this going to affect you as the individual who's going to be watching these videos? Do you think it's going to be more of a hassle? Do you think it's going to be a better situation for you and your family if you have kids? Let me know what you guys think. And like I said, we'll see you guys next time. If you have a chance, check us on over Twitch. As you see right there, just popped up on the screen over on Twitch. Simoncgaming, my ugly mug. Talk to you guys more about some really cool beard products that we got coming out. Or not that we have. I ain't doing beard products. But I have some really cool stuff I want to talk about over there down the road. Guys, we'll see you next time. Please wash your hands. Be safe. Mask up if you have to during all this craziness. And hopefully, we'll see you guys in the next video.